Hello, welcome to the stream. Let me see.
Sorry, y'all couldn't hear me. But
Oh,
today
okay.
is Sunday, November 12th, 2023 at 3:55 p.m. And today we are going to be streaming the launch of the SCS O3b mPOWER 5 and 6 satellites launching to I think
Hello,
think
welcome
think
to the
over
stream.
low Earth orbit.
Let me see.
Sorry, y'all couldn't hear me. But today is Yeah, okay. The stream's working now. So, hey Chase, you gonna say anything?
Welcome to the stream, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Um,
The
yeah,
every
the
the
launch
every
is at
the every me, bro.
the launch is at okay, wait, let me see. Launch is at
408.
4:08. So we have approximately, according to my calculations, about 12 minutes.
Right.
Wait a minute. Is that right?
And I'm just gonna get a timer up and running. Excuse all of this. But Chase, can you remind me what the T minus is while I'm working this out?
Huh?
Can you remind
Oh,
me what the T minus is?
let's see. On
Usually I
my
do.
thing right now, it says, let's see, yabba dabba
You're
doo.
not being helpful.
They haven't started. What?
I'm just gonna go to NASA space flight. Hold on, guys. I'm just trying to get a timer up and running.
Alright, so SpaceX is starting their stream in 2 minutes, so we're just gonna sit here for a little.
Alright, I'm just gonna go 11 dot. I can't do 11.5 or something. Script log. No. Edit script. Damn it. Or dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. Anyone that's watching, sorry, I'm just trying to get my timer lined up. So, 11, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 5. Okay, that's close enough with an NSF stream. I figure actually. Then I go back to our stream just to make sure it's okay. Yeah, that's close enough. It's like 1 second off.
Okay, can you go back to the font?
The font?
Yeah.
Why?
I just wanna change the font.
Hold
Or,
on.
I just wanna see the fonts.
Well, I'm just gonna pull up SpaceX first, and then maybe when SpaceX is done. But we only got 10 minutes, so I need to do some of my nerdy, goofy explanations.
Okay, we'll do it later. Next stream, better font.
Okay. It says this has already ended, but okay, there we are.
Our
So,
satellites make their
Nave,
way into medium
Nave,
Earth orbit, 8,000 kilometers away from the Earth's surface.
What?
away from the Earth's surface. God, I'll never get over her accent. Um, so you can see the satellites being built. Of course, they always have their little nerdy montages as launch providers. And today's mission, I'm pretty sure, is for internet communications. Um, yeah, definitely for internet communications. Okay, while they're doing that, I'm going to show you something. So the Falcon 9 launch vehicle / rocket is the rocket that is bringing the satellites to orbit today. You can see that there's a first stage separated and the second stage separated by an inner stage that is attached to the first stage. The first stage and the second stage are both fueled with RP1 and LOX, liquid oxygen and rocket propellant 1, also known as kerosene. Just really refined. You can see that the thing is in this Block 5 variant. Of course, that will never really change. There's no expected changes. Yeah. I'm just trying to fly through this quick. You can see the thing. Okay, what am I gonna explain next? Some of these rockets
Shout out to
come back
Josie.
super.
Shout out to Josie in the other room.
Is
Welcome to the stream.
Hi, Josie. um, so there you can see the rocket after returning from multiple missions. It definitely has a lot of soot on it. That is because it is a carbon-based fuel, and when it flies through its own plume during re-entry, it definitely gets a lot of soot on it. Here's a
Sut.
less sooty booster. And the second stage, if I can get a nice close-up of that, this one has a capsule on it, but that's not for today's mission. It has a shorter second stage with a way bigger engine optimized for space. It is really kind of hard to explain. I tried yesterday, but this time I'm just gonna recommend you go watch Everyday Astronauts, a vacuum optimized engine video on what's the difference between something for sea level and vacuum, because he has a lot of in-depth tutorials that he's made over the years that he has worked in this sort of field, so I'd recommend you go check him out. But you can get a very good scale of the differences between the engines. This one isn't really even that good of a scale. That one either. We'll see if I can find something good. That one's a MVAC engine. That one is huge compared to these, even though they both look pretty big. I don't know if I can find a comparison. Yes, look at that thing. Ugh. Nope, that's even the Raptor. I can't even find a good comparison. But I'm pretty sure the MVAC is bigger than the Raptor. So that's definitely a big difference. Okay, next major milestone, if I can get back to the tab, next major milestone is the MVAC. No. Actually, we just passed it because I was talking for too long, but the previous major milestone was engine chill, where they ran some of the cryogenic propellants through the engines in preparation for launch, because we know that engines get really, really hot, but they also get really, really cold, and we don't want to thermally shock them at launch and cause there to be a rapid, unscheduled disassembly, as they call it. Also, side note, you can see a big crew tower here, because they're adding a second crew tower, obviously, to Florida. There was only one originally, but this one has come up very, very quick, and they just added the arm, so it is coming up quick. Next major milestone, strong back retract, where that thing that looks like it's holding up the rocket, it isn't really, it only transports it, will have its main clamps open up, as you can see in just a second, and it will slightly rotate away, clear of it, just enough to the fact that at launch, it can throw itself back way more to avoid getting hit by the monstrous engines
Right.
of the Falcon 9 launch vehicle.
So the Q&A is up on the live chat, so if you have any
we have
questions
3
about
likes.
the Falcon 9
4 likes now.
or what's happening with the rocket or what even we're doing, make sure to leave your questions in there and we will get to them as soon as possible.
Is your mom in the chat?
But no, that's Josie.
Okay, if that was, I was, hi Josie, but also if her mom ends up watching, hi Chase's mom. So Shrunk Back Retract has started. You can see those clamps kind of opening up. Twitter streaming quality is kind of mid, as you can kind of tell. But SpaceX refuses to stream on YouTube because they are petty. Next major milestone, I know there's a lot of major milestones, is fueling, wrapping up on the first and second stage. There's already been RP1 loads, but now liquid oxygen is almost finished loading. Well, stage 1 is now finished, hopefully. And, stage 2 is next at T-minus 2 minutes. That wraps up fueling. Then at T-minus 1 minute and 30 seconds, you'll see the tower purging it with nitrogen, I think, which is an inert gas, so that the lines in the tower don't blow up if a spark gets ignited in there. Of course, you can see the crane. Oh god, hopefully the weather gives us a go for launch. The wind is going quick as heck, boy. Hold on, I have to listen in real quick.
Our launch today. Should be coming up on the completion of LOX loading on the second stage.
Okay, they haven't said much. So after the liquid oxygen loading on the second stage is complete, like I said, there will be purging. After that, vehicles, onboards, computers will start to take over the countdown. Then we should get a go for launch or an abort call out, as I'm getting a bit nervous because of the weather. But after that, they can still hold up to T-minus 10 seconds if something goes horrendously wrong. But then after T-minus 10 seconds, it's all up to the computer. And T-minus 1 minute and 30 seconds, yeah. As of yesterday, the weather was fine for launch. I guess it's just kind of windy, but that also can be a factor. Those clouds seem to be really rolling in fast, but there might be an open window right there. Alright, T-minus 1 minute and 10 seconds. I'm going to listen in just a second to see what the final verdict is on whether we'll go for launch. And vehicles and startup.
Vehicles in startup.
And there we go, Falcon 9 is in startup. The vehicle's internal flight computers have now taken control of the launch countdown.
Launch vector on countdown. Go for launch.
And with
He sounded kind of muttered there, but he said go for launch, which means we are pretty much go for launch unless something goes catastrophically wrong. I vote yes for will it launch.
Your go for launch.
T-minus 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engines full power and liftoff. And you can see the camera rapidly change exposure to fit the brightness of the flames. And vehicle is pitching downrange. And that's not all smoke. That's mainly water vapor, guys. I have to explain that to a lot of people. That's mainly water vapor because they spray water on the pad for noise reasons. They don't want the noise to be so loud on the ground that it, causes damage. And vehicle is almost supersonic. Vehicle is supersonic. Go, Chase, go.
Okay. Vehicle has entered max Q.
And you can see a good view there on your screen. Good tracking for once, except they just put it out of focus. And it looks like it's actually not the oldest booster in the pack. I almost wanted to say a new one, but definitely not a new one. You can see some soot on it, but you can still see quite a lot of frost on it. So that's cool, I guess. Next major milestone is main engine cutoff, and then stage separation, and then fairing separation. The booster today will be
And then we're
landing
out of here.
on a barge, so there's no need for a boost back burn. It's just gonna coast downrange. And you'll see these grid fins open up. They are kind of useless in space, so how they maneuver in space is really high pressurized, I think, helium. But yeah. The grid fins are for atmospheric flight, at least during landing, when they need to make lots of corrections very quick. So, yeah. Also, side note, the drone ship and the first stage don't talk to each other, and I'll explain that more in a minute. Miko. Stage set. And vac ignition. Oh, that ground track was really good. I don't know why. And you can see the grid fins are coming out. A lot less jarring than they used to be. They used to come out literally like on the old Block 4 boosters, just instantly, and just the hinges would have to take the shock of big, huge grid fins, you know, hitting
Fairing
them.
separation in like about T minus 15 seconds.
Ugh, you don't have to say T minus for everything, Chase. I'm just kidding.
I'm just trying to act like a nerd like you.
And stage 2 cams have been lost. We're still getting telemetry, so that's fine. Yeah. Yeah. And I guess fairing
Also, some
separation
stuff that you
confirmed.
might see.
Oh wow, they really packed the
Okay.
satellites on you there. You couldn't even see anything, but there you can see the fairings in the background.
And that stuff that you see is not a UFO. It's ice falling from the rocket, so.
Yeah. Chase is starting to learn. I got him into rockets, and now he's starting to learn. I don't know if I got him into it, but I taught him a bunch of stuff. Cause even then he said he wanted to work for what? What was it?
Plus 4 minutes.
What company did you say you always wanted to work for?
Can't say. Too secretive.
APL or JPL or something?
Yeah.
The first one?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know there's JPL. That's
Huh?
NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory.
Oh.
What does
Oh.
APL stand for?
Applied Physics Lab.
Oh, dang. So, stage 2 is doing its job
T
quite
plus
well.
4 minutes 40 seconds.
Eh.
And all that scent is
Kenners.
from the carbon-based fuel that the Falcon 9 uses.
McKenna, you watching? Because I know you just said something in chat. If anyone's watching, please sub.
Bro.
I'm just kidding, bro. But don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Are you sure you're bro? Duty says you bridge slow. They always love to give you the space shot of the interstage. I have no clue why, but woohoo. So the booster is now traveling
Everything is
back
looking
down towards
nominal.
Earth. You can see the
Everything
night.
is looking nominal right now.
You can see the helium puffs. trying to reorient the booster. Technically, they're past the Kármán line, which is like the commonly agreed on boundary of space, even though there's still kind of particles everywhere in the world and outside of the world. There's particles everywhere. Just there's like not enough to be considered dangerous for rockets. So they just call it space. So, that's why they're not using the grid fins just yet. And stage 1 entry burn startup. You can see the thing wiggling back and forth, and it's 3 engines, the middle, and 2 outer engines. Back to
Ascending very quickly, as you can see.
that was a
at
really
the left of
a
your
really
screen.
long entry burn, Chase. It just keeps going. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, that was
It was quite a long one compared to yesterday. Verbatim, they don't really need as much on the
T
when it's
plus
a
705.
they don't need as much when it's a return to a launch site because they already taken off like a lot of side velocity. So booster is controlling its path to the drone ship, and like I said I would talk about, and I forgot to talk about it, the drone ship and the booster don't talk to each other. They just try and guide themselves to the same point relative on Earth. And it's actually, I think it's caused like Star or SpaceX 1 mishap or something. I'm not sure. It might have been just a booster fault. Because there was one where you could see like a light in the background that looks like an engine, but no landing. But they have like a
Just
150 streak, so there's no
just
worry.
capped over 2,000 kilometers per hour, and we are still decelerating.
Boosters transonic. And Seco 1. You saw some ice break off there.
Landing should be approximately in about
This is 20 seconds or something.
20 seconds, yeah.
Alright. Stage 1 landing burn startup. Ugh, choppy.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on, booster. Yay. That's better view.
There we go. Okay.
Maybe not. Okay. Landing legs
Oh,
have
okay.
deployed.
Oh,
And
okay.
booster
Touchdown.
has landed on a short fall of gravitas. It did a little bit of a bounce there. But it still landed. Recovery crews will go out there, take the ship back. Even though the ship is autonomously guided, they still tow it because I don't know.
And
And
this is
you can
the
see all the soot on there
245th rockets. Okay.
you can see all the soot on there just from this one launch. So yeah.
245th
Drilled around the T plus 2 hour mark, so be sure to check back in on our social accounts for confirmation of deploy. All of us here at SpaceX want to give a big thank you to our customer SES for entrusting us with today's mission. We also want to give a shout out to the Range and the Federal Aviation Administration for supporting today's launch. This launch concludes our 282nd overall SpaceX mission to date.
Yep, they have a lot of launches. Anyhow, Chase, do you have any final words before we go?
I would like you.
And P.S. Whoever's watching, please subscribe.
I would like you to check to see
When the next launch is?
what the next launch is. Yeah.
Well, I'll see what the next launch is, but it's probably gonna be not a streamable one. The next launch is Thursday. It's like a possible launch. It's like unconfirmed. Thursday at 7 p.m. The next confirmed launch date. Sorry, my dad's calling me. Hold on. The next confirmed launch date that we'll be able to stream is. There's actually not a lot. So, there might be a launch that comes here out of nowhere. But Chase, I'm going to take a call with my dad. So please entertain the stream and say their final
Yeah, I
goodbyes.
can end it. I got it. Yeah, I got it. All right, everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we really appreciate your guys' support. And yeah, I think we're gonna end it off here. So make sure to follow our socials in the description. We have updated some, so check our Discord for them. But yeah, follow socials, like, subscribe, and share, and we will see you guys in the next video.